Recording. It's recording. Can you see this recording?
Yeah.
We can edit this bit out at the start.
I'll leave it in.
No, leave it.
Maybe for the first one, because it's fucking, this is the pilot episode, right? Do I need to start now? We need to get rid of that powered by StreamYard. Why would you not host this when you pay for it already?
Fucking shut up and get on with it.
No, I'm going to, and we can edit this out, but you own this fucking StreamYard, so we could have got rid of this. Top right, and now it's up there. And it's fucking big as well, you know. It's the size of your head. Right. Fuck you all. This is the fucking... Right. Hang on. We can cut this out. Right, you ready? You ready to go? You notice how John's the only one with an at next to his name, bottom left. Anyway.
Yeah, it's fucking do, mate.
I'm changing that right now. Why would you leave me till then?
I didn't know until then, because I've just gone full screen for the first time. Right, so are you ready? Are you ready now? You got your at?
Yeah.
Right. I'll come off the screen. Everyone get your little finger going. Right. What is it? Welcome to. Oh, this is a joke, this.
Just reel it off as you would.
Why do we need the welcome to? Why don't we just go listen? This is our new podcast. Hi, everyone. This is our new fucking podcast. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put the welcome to. This is the pilot version. See, I was going then. And he starts doing this in the fucking background. I say we post this. I'm going to post the whole thing as it is now. I'm going to post all this as it is going. Right, this is just starting now. He's had enough. Right. Yeah, what you saying? Go on. Right, I'm posting all this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Hello, everybody. Right, shut up. Right, I'm going to do the welcome. Right, you ready?
Yeah. I'm trying to be straight faced for you here. Like,
yeah, I know, but I keep looking at you and you're not straight faced. Your face is moving. I need to stop looking at you. You go there.
No.
Dom's had enough. Right. This is our new podcast. Up late, chatting. Oh, it's not up late. Late night chatting chai, up late. What was up late all about? Right, it's late, mate. It's 9:45. Right, this is our new. We'll cut all this out, don't we? This is our new podcast. It's not up late. I was going to say up late again. What is it? Late night chatting shite. I actually like the name as well. Right, and now I'm looking at my dog hump his teddy. Right. Don't laugh. This is our new podcast, yeah. It's called Late Night Chatting Shite. Do you know what? We're just going to go to the introductions, right? Dom, you're going to have to start it. Pass it over to me. You start it and pass it over to me. I can't start it. Oh, right.
Oh, well, I'm seeing black dots and everything here. Fuck it.
My dog's humping a fucking parrot on the floor. Like, how am I supposed to take this seriously? Bobby, stop. I'm dying here. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our new podcast. Oh, it's not up there. It's not up there.
Oh, my God.
3 minutes 16 in. I'm not even started it. Right. Hang on. You're there.
57 to go.
Hello, everybody. Fuck off, John. That was good.
You messing?
I was ready. That was real. Welcome, everyone. This is our new podcast. Oh, up late.
Right.
What are you trying to say up late? No, I'll do it one more time. Anyway. Late night, chatting shite. Late, not up late. Why do I keep thinking it's up late? Just get your water off the screen, John. Come on, mate. Be professional. Be professional, John. Fuck you, Max. Right. Welcome, everyone. This is our new podcast. Want to say it again? Late night, chatting shite. You disappeared anyway. Then if I'd have perfected that and you'd have fucking done that, it'd have been the worst thing ever of all time.
What happened then?
Fuck knows. But it weren't good. Right, you ready? Right, we're gonna go. Ready? I'm joking. Right. Welcome to our new podcast. Late night chatting shit. I had to look at it. Right, I'm done. I'm ready. Last time or Dom does it. Last time or Dom does the introduction, passes them to us, and then I'll take over from there. What? If you look at my videos, I never do an introduction. They're awkward as fuck. They're hard to do. You know what I mean? It's hard. Right, you ready?
Hey guys, or something. Say it again.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Hey everyone. This is still got it wrong. Still had to look at my phone then. Late night chatting shite. Why can't I get that in my head? Hello everyone. This is late night chatting shite. Right, you ready? Last one. We're going right now. We're going. Fuck you, Max. Don't even look. Max is fucking putting me off. Hi, everybody. This is our new podcast, Late Night Chat and Shite. Right, Dom, you do it. Just fuck me off. Dom, introduce the podcast and then pass it to me.
Oh, you have to give me a sec. Oh.
Right, but stop letting me look at the thing. Because I'm reading what you've told me to say. Why don't I just go, hello, everyone. This is our new podcast, Late Night Chat and Shite, with me, Josh Woogs, Dom, John, and Maxwell. We're going to do a little introduction into who we all are, and I'm going to put the first 5 minutes of me talking shit on this as well. Dom, who are you and who do you support?
Is this legit?
I thought it was. I thought it did really well then.
Yeah.
Well, he's fucked it now.
No.
Nah, just go.
Get on with it. I'm Dom. I'm a Red. I run the Road On podcast on Twitter, Instagram, everything else. And I'm here to talk shit.
Can't stop laughing at John trying to get himself in the middle. I'm sorry.
Go on, John.
Go on, John. Who are you, mate?
I'm John the Blue. Josh introduced me already on his chicken video anyway.
I did actually.
Yeah, I haven't gone on to say by myself. I'm just John the Evertonian, so everyone laugh at me every week. Be decent.
That's what we've got him in for, to be honest. We needed a Blue. We're not sure yet. He hasn't told us if he's cult of Everton or like clued up Everton. So I'm hoping cult, but I don't think he's cult. I don't think you're cult.
The derby's this weekend. It brings it out of me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Brings it. I feel like the derby brings the worst out in all Everton fans. Like, it does. I think it brings the worst out in like staunch, horrible, scouse Liverpool fans. But I think it brings it out in all Everton fans. Every time the derby.
Christmas, isn't it?
Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. Yeah, ruined the Mane one.
That was bad.
That was a bad one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was a bad one.
Pickford. That was
Max.
the worst one.
That wasn't Pickford. That was Robles.
No, I'm saying a different one. Pickford.
All right, okay. Max, go on, mate. You're up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Max, 27 years old. A big Arsenal fan.
Sounds like a Love Island.
Yeah. I need to keep these Scousers in check. That's why I'm here. So,
Yeah,
you're from Bolton, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm from Bolton. I'm the Glory supporter. Are we all here? Do we all support our local team except me?
No.
Don't know if it
Where are you from, Max?
Well, I'm actually from the Hertfordshire and Essex.
No way. That's where.
If you've heard of Stansted Airport.
Yeah.
I know where Hatfield is. My mate lives in Hatfield. One of my closest mate lives in Hatfield. Is that near you, isn't it?
It's about half hour from me, yeah.
Yeah, see? I know Hertfordshire. I've been to Hertfordshire David Lloyd's. How about that? They charged me 20 quid even though I'm a member at fucking Cheshire Oaks. Doesn't matter if you're a member at Cheshire Oaks, mate, in the north. If you want to get in Hertfordshire, mate, they don't give a fuck. 20 quid, mate, to get in, even though I'm a member somewhere else. That's how good your gym is. It's rich up there, you know, where they live. Ollie doesn't lock his doors and everything. It's the sickest place ever. You have that, what's it called now? The big garden place that has the Christmas lights on and stuff.
Van Hague's, yes.
Nah, not Van Hague's.
All right.
Hatfield Gardens. Hatfield Gardens.
No.
Hatfield Gardens. Your Christmas lights are famous in Hatfield Garden.
All right. Well, I'm not sure.
Well, whatever, mate. Right. Anyway, we've done our introductions now. So usually on this, we would have a little talk about the weekend's fixtures it was, but obviously it's international break. So instead of that, we're going to do a little preview, like a little review of the first 8 games of the season. It's not like an actual direct evidence of where people are going to finish, but it's a bit of an indicator of how well people have started, teams, how they're setting up and everything. So we're going to do surprise team, who we think is going to be in the title race, who's going to win the league, who's going to finish top 4, who's going to get relegated, and then, I don't know, like signing of the season, flop of the season, leading goal scorer, all that stuff. So first, I'm going to throw this to Dom. Dom, I want your surprise team so far this season.
Tottenham. I thought once they sold Kane that they'd have been finished, to be honest with you, but I just thought signing Maddison without Kane being there was just a bit pointless, but proved everyone wrong so far. Big Ange, big undies. Looks like he's doing the business.
No, do you know what? I said he would be the first to get sacked. I thought he'd be gone by Christmas because I just thought their fans weren't. They can all say it now and they can all lie and say that they bought into him from the start. They did not buy into him from the start. No. They didn't want him from the start. There was a few. I did see a few who was like, oh, maybe he's going to be fresh air. When you go from Mourinho to Conte, massive personalities who are sort of like bigger than the players, do you know what I mean? It probably, for some fans, especially like more old school fans, it probably is nice to drop down to a manager who actually like plays football because you've had 2 terrorists there. Mourinho, obviously, you win trophies under him. That's why it's serious, isn't it? You put up with. I've always said, even at Chelsea, you'll put up with Mourinho's tactics. You'll put up with someone like Simeone's tactics or Conte's tactics, but you have to be winning trophies to put up with that football. You have to win trophies with like every year, something every year. Tottenham never won anything under both managers, which honestly I would say that says more about Tottenham than the managers. But if you're putting up with that sort of football, you have to be winning trophies. So now you've got a manager who's probably not got the biggest of egos in terms of like the job, because the Tottenham job for them two sort of seems. Mourinho seemed a bit different because now he's at Roma. But to me, when he took the Tottenham job, it seemed like a sort of like a step back into, like big time management. Yeah. And Conte as well. Conte to everyone, it just seemed like a bit of a payday, like he had nothing else on, and he was just going to sit there for a couple of years. So they have definitely Tottenham surprised me. I didn't expect them to start this well at all. I didn't expect them to like not miss Kane.
Yeah.
But do you not think
that is the weird part?
It is. But do you not think with that one with Kane? When you've like sort of got like it's a cringy word, but like a franchise player, like a player that's the club's all revolved around.
Yeah.
You sort of like stifle other players around him for years. But he's such a big player that you don't. I know you don't mind it because he's scoring 30, 40 goals a season, so you don't really realise that the other players are having their ability stifled. And now he's left. I feel like Son had a bad season last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not making that up. He had a really bad season, didn't it? And now he's had a really good start to the season. You've got Maddison, who's had a good start to the season. They seem to be more, instead of looking for Bale Kane to bail them out, they seem to be more of a team now. They seem to be like Tottenham are a team.
Yeah, the new players are working as well, though.
Yeah, exactly.
All through the middle, the centre half, the fast lad, he looks good. Then you've got Basuma, who looks like one of the best.
Where's he come from as well? Because he looked shocking last year, didn't
he? He's unbelievable.
He is. He is
the best player. And I think, where have you come from? Because you were crap last year.
We're all waxing lyrical here about Tottenham, and Max is sat there bottom right, just thinking.
Where do you think they'll finish up though? Like, do you think?
I think fourth. Yeah,
I think fourth. They've done well, even though they've started.
If you'd have offered them fourth at the start of the season, they'd have snapped your hand off.
Yeah. See, I think Son was limping for Korea.
So, oh, really?
Yeah.
See, they're another team there. I think they're a bit like Liverpool. They can't afford injuries. That's their issue.
They definitely can't.
And it's a long season.
It'll be interesting to see where they head up. There's a lot of my mates are Spurs fans, and they were, I think, as you say, they were just giving Ange a chance, weren't they? It was like, I think for so long they were trying to please Harry Kane, and finally they got an appointment in that seems right for them and seems like the manager to really take them forward. And he certainly wins a lot of the hearts and minds in terms of the press conferences. Like a lot of people like him, don't they? And like came from Celtic, obviously did very well. There's a lot of funny clips of him, just like he seems like a pretty down to earth bloke. It's quite annoying, really, as an Arsenal fan, that there's such a likable Tottenham manager. But...
He gives me like Sam Allardyce vibes, you know, like an Australian Sam Allardyce, normal as fuck.
Just very no nonsense, ain't he?
I think Max is onto something there though. I feel like maybe not Mourinho, because I think where could they have gone? And Mourinho seemed like a good appointment at the time, but I think the Conte one was definitely one to appease Kane. Like like an appointment where the manager's a big name. Try and like sort of win Kane over and get a few more years out of him. And then Kane's left, and I think they've just thought like, let's just get the best manager for the club. Not the best manager, not a big name. Obviously, the Celtic manager, very hit and miss. Like you can go there and be a good manager. What's that?
Like people pretend if they want that they can. No one watches Scottish footy every week.
No, they don't know.
So how do you know what Ange's like as a manager?
I know. Sometimes you watch the derby.
What to expect me? But
I feel like watching players like managers like Neil Lennon win trebles at Celtic and then go to Bolton and just like struggle, go to other clubs and struggle. And then watching Rodgers, we all know what type of manager Rodgers is. He's a blagger.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is with Rodgers? He's the best. He's the best manager at a new club for 2 years. And then what it is the players like sort of realise that he's a bit of a blag, and hearing the same over positive message all the time. Just, like you get numb to it, and you just sort of like it doesn't have the same effect. Gerrard said in his book, didn't he, if he'd have had a man manager like Rodgers all of his career, he'd have won multiple league titles. But he said that within the first 2 years. The first 2-3 years of Rodgers, when you're flying, I look at Leicester under Rodgers. What did they finish? They were just outside the top 4 2 years in a row. And then effectively that's Rodgers' team that's in the Championship now. He took them down. He got sacked in desperation mode and took them down. And now he's back at Celtic. We'll probably win the treble again this year. So I do think you take a risk getting managers from Celtic, but he does seem like the business is Ange. But he is very soundbite. He says a lot of the same stuff at Tottenham that he said at said at Celtic. I remember when Celtic, I said this in an earlier video, I remember when Celtic played Barcelona, or was it Barcelona at home under him? Or Madrid? Did they play Madrid?
Madrid, yeah.
Madrid. And everyone was going like, what would you say to Celtic fans about their expectations? And he was like, oh, we shouldn't tell them to lower their expectations. They should be they should be able to have it up, and we should try that. And then they said that the exact word for word, because I even went and watched the other interview to make sure I weren't talking nonsense. They said, what would you say about Tottenham fans who think they're in a title race? And he said the exact same thing, word for word. We shouldn't tell them not to be in a title race. They should be able to believe what they want, blah, blah. I think he's very soundbite. He knows how to play the media.
I was very much hoping that he would go to Tottenham.
Oh, did you want him to go to Tottenham?
What, Brendan Rodgers? Yeah.
Oh, Rodgers, yeah, of course, yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, if you anyone who's got a rival team would love Rodgers to go to them.
I do feel like, yeah, I did. It just had a bit of a bad feeling that it would work out with Ange, and it looks like it. The SPL was a bit of a weird.
It's very early though. It is very. It's been 8 games. Like I feel like that is modern football, isn't it? Though modern football is very right now. Like people make full judgments on players and managers within 8-9 games. Like. I'm not. It sounds like an old head. I'm only 31, but I swear when I was like 16, 17, 19, like in the, I'm just missed that 18 there, but 16, 17, 18, 19, like in the like height of my football fandom, I feel like players got a year, new signings got a year, managers got a year. Like you would hope it didn't take a year for it to work, but if a manager wasn't kicking in a year, they would get a second season. But managers get like 3-4 months now. If Ange was doing, if Tottenham were 9th. And it looked like them trying to play the football he plays just wasn't working, he'd be gone at Christmas.
Well, just wait until Maddison or Son pick up an injury. Then
that's it. That is it.
That's when it drops.
He's been excellent, hasn't he, Maddison? I feel like
I didn't think he would be.
I was so surprised that he joined there. Didn't really. I don't know if I obviously don't know if other clubs were in for him or not.
He looks so Tottenham.
They just kind of got him like.
Yeah, what you're saying, they seemed like they had a free hit him, didn't they?
Yeah, and how much like centre mids were fought over with like Caicedo and Lavia, who's not even played a minute yet.
Oh, that was the most obvious thing of all time, though, wasn't it? Let's have it right. Lavia to Chelsea and him not playing any minutes and leaving on loan in the next summer is one of the most obvious things that's ever happened in football. I can't believe they even signed him. I'm glad we never signed him. Well, I'm not, because I'm desperate for a number 6, and I love big, commanding black midfielders. I can say that, right? That's my favourite type of midfielder. Is a big, black, commanding midfielder who's everywhere. Who's not really a 6. He's a 6 in the sense that he's big and he'll break up play, but he's everywhere. Do you know the ones? He's not this role, but the ones where they haven't really got a role, where they haven't really got a position. Like, do you remember the Ramirez who played for Chelsea? Or even Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure was not a 6. He wasn't a 10. Wasn't an 8. Do you know what I mean? He was everything. That's what I mean. They're the sort of players I love. And obviously Lavia's not that. I'd say Slobozai is more like that for us. But I would have liked Lavia, especially over Endorf. This Endor guy. Yeah, no, go on. Dom wants us to move on. Right, I'm going to go. I've just thought of another category as I was talking about that. So first manager to get sacked. I'm going to send this to John.
Oh, thank fuck's sake.
That's heavy.
Only because it's probably yours.
I feel like Dice is sound, mate.
He gets them.
Like,
no, he definitely doesn't get them. He was with us in fucking Madrid. He doesn't get the Blues at all. He's one of us. One of our guys.
I haven't even thought about a manager, but I think this Bournemouth manager coming with loads of hype behind them. I remember Nick Carragher giving him as like his one to watch this year, and they look shocking.
Don't even know who the Bournemouth manager is.
Areola or something, is it?
Areola, the old Bilbao right back.
Oh, yeah.
Areola. I don't even know who he is. Where's he come from? Where was he managing before Bournemouth?
Come on, lad.
Not one of us between 4 know where he was managing before.
He was in Spain,
Oh, was he in Spain? Yeah. He's the worst manager in the league by far is Gary O'Neill, but I feel like aren't Wolves like too skint to sack a manager?
Yeah, he's got a free hit him.
How have they bust? What's happened to them? They were signing all kinds for serious money, and then what's happened to them?
Rayo
Vallecano. Did nothing with it, didn't he? So
Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah.
Doc, we need a producer for this. Someone in our ear who says he played for Rayo Vallecano. We go,
anyway, I watched Bournemouth with Goodison last week. They're unbelievable. They made us look boss.
Did you win? You won, didn't you?
You won 3-0.
3-0, yeah, of course you did. Yeah. If you're because when I watched you against Luton, and even though I've said that consistently through all the videos on Twitter and everything, I've said Everton will be fine on the dice. You will not struggle. You won't go down. You won't be in a relegation fight. I watched you against Luton, and I know you had plenty of chances because you're thinking like, well, we had plenty of chances, but you also did not look like a good side. You just for a team managed by Dyche, Other than obviously the Bournemouth game, you don't like him either. Yeah, what is all that about? Why? I don't know if he's not had enough time. I feel like
once. He's done the other side. We have about 20 shots a game, but we can't defend.
Yeah, you've never had you're not had a striker in years, have you? You've not had a goal scorer in years. Who was Everton's last net goal scorer?
Lukaku, innit?
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it, Lukaku? It's not been one since.
Oh,
Calvert-Lewin for 2 years, but
1 year, 6 months in COVID.
Nah.
What did he score the COVID year?
In the league?
Well, any just all comps, whatever.
In the, I don't know, 20 something.
And then what, did he score another season after that?
He probably got injured then, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he did. I think he had 1 year. I really don't rate him, and it's not just because he plays for Everton. I honestly do not rate Calvert-Lewin at all.
Why not?
I just don't know what he brings. Like, I feel like he's too. No, I know you're saying that. I feel like
is it the GQ cover?
Yeah, I'm not trying to sound like some sort of old-fashioned football fan, but I feel like he's too soft to be a target man, like an actual out-and-out target man. Do you think he's not too soft to be a target man?
I think on his day, genuinely, right?
What day? When's his day, mate? When did he have a day? When was last time? When did he have a day?
Arsenal.
What, this season?
No, was
the first game under Dyche, the 1-0.
Yeah, and he absolutely bullies Arsenal.
Right, so 1 game under Dyche. How many games did he manage?
When?
He's had loads.
Last season.
No ways he had loads of good games under Dyche.
He's only played about 10, probably.
But so he's injury prone, so he's too soft to be a target man. You can't rely on him to play 30 Premier League games a season.
Of course, that's the issue with him, innit?
But what's his goal? Other than that 1 season in COVID when there's no fans, there's no pressure. How many goals has he scored for you? Seriously, I honestly don't see it at all. But then again, I will admit, I'll put it out there right now for and it's there forever. I am very biased against English players all the time.
Probably not an amazing goal scorer, but he brings the team loads of stuff.
I just don't think he does.
We are well better when he plays.
Yeah, then again, who am I to argue with you? I'm not anyone to argue with you what he brings to the game. I never watch Everton, but I just don't think he's that. I've never seen him as that good of a striker. Really haven't. I don't
think he's top tier and all, but for Everton, someone can finish in mid-table. He's a good striker.
Why has nobody gone from then? Why is
because he had 1 good season. And
do you prefer him to Beto?
What'd you say?
Beto. Do you prefer him to Beto?
Beto's a cart horse, isn't he?
There's the example again. Are you not judging Beto too early?
No, you're not.
You know when you go to
I know. When you sometimes you can sometimes see a player
moves and everything.
Yeah. Especially in this league, you can sometimes see a player. I remember seeing Aspas, and I remember saying Aspas would do well back in Spain. No, do you know? I know you're shaking your head there, Dom.
Against Chelsea, by the way.
Yeah, the court don't, mate. That court against Chelsea.
No, you could see it. He had a player in him.
He had a player in him. He weighed 4 stone. Yeah. Right, he was fucking tiny and he hated contact. That was one thing. There's certain players who come to this league and straight away, especially from Spain, not so much like Italian players and that, but Spanish players or even like players that come from Germany, like Cater, like they don't like physical contact. They don't like challenges, and straight away they will be a good player somewhere else. Look at Forlan. Forlan at United did not like getting tackled, which is weird because he was South American, and the South Americans usually like proper dogs, but he did not like getting tackled at all. And he went to Spain and did all kinds for Atletico Madrid, and I think he was at somebody else as well and did all kinds for them. Was he not at Villarreal or somewhere? But there's players that come to this league and come to this country, and straight away, first game you watch them, you think they're good players, but they just don't. They'll never do well here. That's why I always found it mad when Stoke signed Bojan, a player. Do you know what I mean? Bojan, and didn't he have like a good 10 games, and the fans loved him because of that, because of them 10 games. He fucking ended up going down with them, didn't he? In the end,
Beto's the opposite. Beto battered Doncaster, and everyone got excited. To be fair, he looked good against Sheffield United as well, but since then he looks like he can't run. So
was that the draw? Sheffield United was a draw.
Yeah, but he was taking people on out wide and doing nice little passes. So he's got.
But that's his level,
on him. I reckon he's all right as a second choice, Beto.
So what would you do? You play 1 striker or 2?
1. So
why have you signed him for 30 million? Is it literally because Calvert-Lewin can't be trusted to play that many games?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Worrying that, innit?
They probably hope he's good as well and he can play over Calvert-Lewin, but I don't think so. Like, if they're both fit.
I said this in our little chat that we had. Remember we had a little first phone call. I said, if you're playing in one of them leagues like Portugal, Germany, Holland, Scotland to an extent, but no one buys Scottish players now for big money. If you're not scoring 15, 16 league goals in them leagues, I just look at it straight away. I know it's a narrow-minded point of view, but I look at you. If you've not scored 16 league goals in them leagues for a top team like Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, Porto, in that German team. Like, do you know what I mean? I think you're garbage straight away.
He only played for Udinese.
Is that who he played for?
Yeah.
And how many goals did he score for them?
I think he got about 10.
Yeah, 10 or something, innit? But then again, that's the Italian league's hard to score goals in because it's such a defensive league. Why did I think you bought him from the Portuguese league?
Probably because he's Portuguese.
Yeah, it is a bad one. No, we've been 20 minutes on this, but what other topics should we go about? We'll just go a quick fire. Who's going to win the league from all three of you? Matt, are you going with Arsenal to win the league?
Oh, do you know what? My heart wants to say yes, but just feel like my head will say no.
I just can't see past it.
It's just they're just a different beast, aren't they? From front to back.
I'm going to go with Liverpool.
You going with Liverpool?
Yeah.
Imagine Liverpool win the league, and the first year they win the league, it's COVID, and the second year they win the league, I'm banned. I'll honestly probably shut myself off a bridge. Seriously, that's a bad idea.
I think that's doable, me. I'd be between Liverpool and City again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's weird because I would put the Champions League above the league all the time. Seeing us win both, I know it's like quite mixed because we won the league in COVID, so it doesn't really it counts, but it's not the same as winning it. I would always say win the Champions League, but growing up around United fans all my life, I'm desperate to see us win the league. I can't see past City. City will come. They'll be in a title race with us in Arsenal, and then what will happen is maybe not Arsenal because Arsenal have got a squad. We will definitely fall off because we've not got enough options in defence. Third, I think we'll finish above you.
Nah.
Yeah. I think City, Liverpool, Arsenal, but Liverpool and Arsenal will be miles ahead of fourth, but also both 6-7 points behind City.
Where do you think?
And then,
sorry,
fine. And then I think Tottenham fourth. I think United will be fifth, but miles off Tottenham in the end. I think top four will be finished with like 3 games left, and then
I think Brighton finish ahead of United.
No.
I do.
No.
Obviously they've got the Europa League to come into it.
Yeah, exactly. I think the
Brighton now. What's a good season for Brighton now?
European football again, I think.
I think with them, I always think, Brighton are going to stay up and they can go again next season. These teams that get in Europe, I think go for Europe, have a go in Europe and finish 10th. Who gives a fuck with Brighton finish 10th or finish 7th? No,
they've got enough quality though to be top 8 at least and have a decent run in Europe. I think good side them.
Have they got? I don't think they've got the squad, and I think that I'm still not convinced on the manager.
No,
Derby.
Nah. Are you all convinced on him? Is that just me?
Mate, I'm just convinced by Brighton.
What reason? Why is he heavy?
Well,
they just go watching
Brighton for 10 months.
It's just Brighton. They just get a better version in, don't they? In every.
I honestly feel like I just don't trust Brighton players. I don't trust the manager. Like, although he's massively a better manager than Graham Potter. Obviously, Graham Potter. Do you not think he was the most deceiving manager of all time? They'd start the season well. And then they would go on a run where they wouldn't win a game in 14 games. They would not win one in 14. They'd drop to 15th. And then back end of the season, they'd win like 6 out of 7. Finish 9th. And everyone go, what season Graham Potter's had? And I'd be thinking, having the piss cut at me here.
No, this is where the Premier League gets so much credit when it doesn't need to because the league's so shit.
Oh, it's so bad.
7 or 8.
4 games. I've said this about the Premier League and the Championship, the 2 leagues in the world where if you win 4 games in a row, you can go 8 positions. You can go up 8 positions. You can be dead out of the top 4 race, United could be out of the top 4 race. They win 4 games, they'll be 1 point behind 4th. You can be out of the title race, fully out of the title race, win 4 games, right behind the finger. Oh, it's the most inconsistent league ever, and that's why it gets the reputation it gets is because bad teams beat good sides, like Wolves beat City. Whereas in Spain and Germany, I know you do get upset results, especially at the start of the season when they're trying to get the new players in and that. It's very rare that a bad team beat Barcelona or a bad team beat Madrid. They usually go on a win, whereas City will drop points. But then it's weird because then for years and years, it's been record points winning the league.
This is City's weakest squad for ages. So
for years,
not
11 squad. They've still got a good 11, but the squad's weak.
Rodri's banned and they don't look the same team at all.
At all.
If he has an injury for a month or 2, I don't think they'll win the league.
De Bruyne as well. De Bruyne, they look. Yeah. City. Since City have had money. And obviously, when you get past the bridge years with the Mark Hughes and that, do you know where you've got to try and sign players to get into Europe as opposed to going straight for the Champions League? Since they've had money, and let's say since Mancini, this is the first time where I've looked at City and thought they can't have injuries. They're always fine with injuries. Like, I know they never had 2 full first-team amazing 11s, but they've always had enough where, like, someone gets injured and Nasri comes in. Do you know what I mean? Like, a good player went out and a good player came in. But how did you place De Bruyne? How did you place Rodri? They haven't seemed to do it. He has. That's one. I know it's a buzzword at the minute since Roy Keane said it once. Recruitment. He's recruited really bad, Guardiola at City. Good and bad. He signed a lot of good players and he sold a lot of players for good money. But he's also had a lot of duds. He's signed a lot of duds at City.
He has still out on Nunes, Mateus Nunes from Fulham, wasn't he?
I forgot he was even there.
Oh, was he gone to City? Did he go to
Wolves? I got it wrong.
Wolves, innit? Yeah. Did he go to City?
Yeah.
Is
he playing?
Jury's still out on him.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. And Kovacic, I'm a big fan of, but he looked a bit shaky against us the other day. Should be.
Yeah, but that's a bit. Anyone can. Them sort of games where you play another big side, anyone can have a bad game. Look how many world class players have bad games in bad.
Calvin Phillips is a weird one. Like so good.
Phillips, he doesn't trust Phillips. Just simply does not trust Phillips.
So good for Leeds. Put him in against Newcastle in the League Cup.
Looked awful.
Bombed out again for the weekend.
And look who we play. And not only bombed out against Hughes. He's playing people out of position instead of just putting Phillips in there. Yeah. That's when you know the manager's not playing. I
still feel like they've got enough quality to like get them through. Though they've got
they've got enough quality.
Silva,
I just think we've just got something else this season that they haven't got, and I don't know what it is. And I might have my Liverpool hat on. I don't really care if I have.
I think you have. I think
honestly, I just think the midfield.
We can't defend, mate, and not signing a 6 will haunt us. A proper 6. Like I've said, this is another thing I say all the time. A proper 6 will paper over a lot of your cracks, massively. A proper 6 will make bad defenders look like good defenders. Look at Casemiro last year. He made Varane and whoever was playing next to Varane look good when they went. Was it? Yeah, exactly. Martinez, a fucking midget who is dog shit. Yeah, he made these two look like good defenders, and Varane and Martinez are not good defenders. Varane was okay at Madrid, mate. But Varane is not a good defender. He's not a good centre half. Oh, he's not good at all, mate. He's fucking dog shit. Can't pass the ball. He's not fast. He's not strong. He's not good in the air.
He was fast.
Yeah, he was fast. Yeah, I mean, he's not fast now.
No, he's finished now. His injuries.
He's finished. Yeah. And then so they've got him, and he Casemiro. Fair enough. Yeah, he did last season. They look like a proper team with Casemiro playing well last season. Everyone knew he was going to fall off a cliff in a year. I still can't believe they gave him a 5-year deal, but they did. So a proper 6 covers up for a lot. City, I know, like you've said, he's banned at the minute, Rodri, but they have got a proper 6. They've got a proper 6 that makes up for their defence because they're winning leagues with Ake starting multiple games in a year, and he is not a good centre half either. He's not.
Yeah, he's the best player, Rodri. So
exactly, but he's a good 6. Like I said, a good 6. Arsenal, look at Arsenal.
He's a walking booking. He's a walking red card all the time. No matter how good he is, Rodri. No matter how good he is, he's.
I think he's smarter than a walking red card.
No, he is, but he doesn't get them. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. He puts in so many of them little.
Oh yeah, but he always get that. Remember Fernandinho?
Yeah,
mate,
he's class though, and he's.
No, God, he's a good. Yeah, he's an unbelievable player.
You think
best midfielder in the world for me, Rodri?
Yeah, I agree.
Best what?
Best number 6 by a mile, and one of the best midfielders in the world by a mile.
Yeah, maybe I will go with that. I was thinking that was outlandish then, but yeah, probably at the minute, yeah.
I don't think it's outlandish.
I probably agree now. I do probably agree with that.
As a whole midfielder.
What's the next one?
Do you think he's the best midfielder in the world?
I just can't. Who's better?
Yeah, I do. Let's say you're talking about your midfield, you've just said the number 6 is the most important position.
It is.
It makes defence look better and it makes them better. So if you haven't got Rodri in your team, who are you putting in before him?
No, you're right, yeah. But I wouldn't say I don't know about best midfielder in the world just in terms of like what other midfielders do, but he's definitely the best. I would say, yeah, he's the best 6 in the world.
I would have him before anyone in midfield right now.
Not better than him, but I do think on his day, Thomas Partey is well up there.
First of all, not up there. Second of all, we'll just ignore the controversies that he's riddled with him. We'll just ignore them for the sake of being PG on the fucking podcast. But also not up there at all. He's not even playing for you. So he doesn't even get in your team.
Doesn't Havertz start before him?
No,
fucking Havertz. We like Havertz. So what? I don't understand that. I liked him in Germany, but I think I just liked him in Germany because I do like a player like him, like a little silky left. He's left-footed. He's definitely left-footed. I'm not making that up. Yeah, left-footed.
I don't know what he does. Honestly, I don't get it.
I think
a bit like that with him.
Yeah, no, I think that is the thing. I think nobody knows what he does. I think the only people that know what he does is people who watch. I think unless you watch Arsenal every week or watch Chelsea every week, you'll never know what he does because we're not.
Chelsea is still asking that question.
Yeah, that's why they got rid of it. They did well to get. Do you think that sometimes, like, remember United getting the money back for Veron from Chelsea?
Yeah.
And you just think, how did that ever happen? Like, how did Chelsea pay money for Veron?
We've got quite a weird relationship with Chelsea. We seem to buy a lot of their players, and they're interested in us. And
I find the Arsenal-Chelsea dynamic's weird because you both, the fans-wise, pretend to hate each other, but then you'll happily sell to each other all the time. Remember, we tried to sign fucking Hines from United, and Ferguson was like, "We don't want him. We don't want him here, but we are not selling him to United." Like Liverpool we don't want him. We'll happily sell him to anyone else for half the price, but he's not going to Liverpool. Whereas Chelsea and Arsenal just do business with each other all the time. There's like fucking actual films about the 7 players that went from Everton to Liverpool that Liverpool put on Liverpool TV. That's how big it is in the history. And yet, fucking Chelsea and Arsenal have like links to each other, almost like a brother and sister club.
Brings us nicely onto this weekend, actually, where Arsenal play Chelsea.
Yes, look at the caveat. Yes, that was good. That is good. 35 minutes in, we're not even off the first subject. So yeah, let's. We're supposed to do who's gonna finish in the top 4. We're supposed to do who's gonna get relegated. But let's move right on to this weekend's fixtures. So we'll start.
Obviously, look.
All right, yeah. We'll tell you what. We'll do top 4 quick. We'll do top 4 and bottom 3. Top 4, Dom. I'm gonna go Dom, Max, John, me. Top 4 and bottom 3, Dom. Go.
Top 4: Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Tottenham. Bottom 3 are the 3 that come up.
The 3 that come up.
Yeah.
Luton, Burnley, and
Sheffield
United. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Go on, Max.
Man
in
City,
order.
Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United. No, Tottenham. No, there's got to be someone else. Just do it. I'll go Man United.
Man United or Tottenham. I mean, if that's not letting bias rule your opinion, then what is?
You know what I mean?
Relegated.
Tottenham.
Let me have a look at the 3.
Tottenham.
Sheffield United, Burnley, Luton, in that order, I think.
Same as Dom.
I'll have City just about. Liverpool, Arsenal's hard, I think.
Oh.
Liverpool above Arsenal.
I'll go Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham 4th.
The blue.
You know what? Them Tottenham and Newcastle games have swayed me massive.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else could do that. Like, it's how he's hanging on there.
I know, we're 10 men, and we should have fucking definitely got a point from this Tottenham game, one of the biggest fucking robberies in football of all time. That.
It was a fun one, though.
Yeah, I bet it was for you. You had lost to Luton as well, so it took the shine off the Luton. No one even talks about that Luton game because of that.
Then I'll have Sheffield United, Luton. I can't be bothered saying them 3 again, so I'll just say... I'm going to say Wolves.
Oh, you've took mine. I'm Wolves.
I said Wolves.
I am anyone. I am every single season. Whoever Gary O'Neill manages are going down.
I always think about 3 months in, everyone's set on who's going down, and it never ends up.
And it never happens. Yeah, and when do the 3 that came up ever go down?
It doesn't happen.
So,
but I was going to say, we won't get onto it, but this has got to be the worst teams that have ever come up.
Yeah, they are crap.
Oh yeah, they're bad. Luton don't even care about being up. They're not even asked about going back down. Luton are just coming here for the parachute payments. They just want to improve the facilities and get off. They're not gambling on it. Fair enough.
Burnley fans had a wonderful season last year, winning every week. Like, they've got to prefer that in the Championship than coming up and just getting beat.
Luton, I've never seen a team celebrate like that after they beat us.
Oh, yeah.
The man who was pumping away. I hope they liquidate in 3 years.
They're not going to. That's the thing they're not doing. They've come up and seen teams come up and throw money at it and go straight back down and then struggle. They're just thinking, fuck that. We're not even going to get in the game. We're just going to fucking get up, get back down, get the money from the being up for a year, get the parachute payments, improve the facilities, and that's us done. We'll just try. Hopefully, with all that money, they'll be able to set themselves. Because even then, they're not even supposed to really be a Championship team, are they?
Nah.
They're supposed to be like a low level fighting team.
Way up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to
go bottom 3.
I'm going City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Yeah,
I think
I like Chelsea.
The reason why what we were saying before in terms of how bad the league is, I think Chelsea have got a run under that manager and with that team when they start clicking to win 7-8 games out of 10. Yeah, they are missing a striker. But I just feel like they've got a good enough manager and good enough midfield and a good enough defence in terms of personnel, not in terms of how they play together, to to do well. I think they'll be all right, and I think they'll really run.
When
I think they'll finish top 4.
I think they'll be all right.
And bottom 3, I'm going Luton, Sheffield United, Wolves. Wolves purely because Gary O'Neill. I think Burnley will stay up just. No, I know Everton. I think you'll finish 11th, 12th.
Max, you're not. I feel like Reds always go. You'll never go down. Max, what do you think?
We do.
Everton?
No, I think you'll be all right.
No, a lot of my mates think you're going to go down, but I think you'll be all right.
No, I think there's too many words.
Too many bad sides. Yeah, there's definitely too many bad sides for you to go down, I think.
Every fucking year I say that.
But
there's too many bad sides.
Yeah. Like last year was close, wasn't it? I thought
it was 3 worst ones.
Last year was close.
The
year before, what was closer last year or the year before? When you actually think about it.
The last day.
Oh yeah, the year before went to Palace, didn't it? The 3-2.
The last
What are your thoughts on?
We were 2-0 down at half time.
I know. And was it
celebrating on the pitch? Sorry.
Yeah, bad. Was it the year before under Palace? Was it the
Palace? Yeah, when someone squared up.
Did they get 10? Were they 10 men or were you 10 men?
Neither.
Neither. Did Palace not get someone sent off?
No. They should have though. Because he didn't.
I'm making that up. I thought Palace got someone sent off just before half time.
No.
Or was that Brentford? You were 2-0 up and then you got sent someone off and they won 3-2.
It was 1-0, then Brentford got sent off, then we got.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Right, well, anyway, we've done that. We've been 40 minutes and we're on our first topic. This is Dom's dying inside. So next we're going to this weekend's fixtures. So we're going to start with the early kickoff. Big Liverpool versus Everton at Anfield. We're going to go straight to John. John, what do you reckon, result-wise? Who's going to be the key player in the game, and what's the result going to be?
The key player.
Key player in the game.
Come back to this bit.
Key player. Bramford, Everton, 0-0.
0-0. It's not a bad show, because we do both.
If I'm on here being serious, I'll say Liverpool 2 or 3-0. And
do you really believe that?
Yeah, probably, but I'm Everton on here, so 0-0 will be fine.
I think Klopp in these games against Everton and United, especially Everton and United, home and away, even though we win a lot, we win a lot despite us. We win a lot because you are really bad and you come to Anfield and shit the bed a lot of the time. We don't win because we play well, because Klopp he's not a negative manager in terms of his gun-ho and he plays this all hectic fucking on Charlie football. But he's like, he would definitely take a draw against Everton and United, home and away. That's why that mentality is why I feel we underperform in finals all the time. Because when it comes,
doesn't want to get beat, does he?
He doesn't want to get beat. He doesn't want to get beat, and when it comes to finals as well, he struggles to get the not getting beat mentality over to the players.
I've never felt like that watching a derby in my life.
I'm surprised.
Are you messing?
No, honestly, every time we play yous, I always think it's going to be 0. I always think 0-0 from the start myself.
Good Liverpool sides have drawn 0-0 away to Everton or drawn away to Everton far more than we should ever. And good Liverpool sides have lost or drawn away at Old Trafford. The year we won the league, right, we won 107 points out of 109, won it? And the 2 points we dropped was away to United because Klopp shits himself in the big games away from home. Not all the big games, but he is definitely, without it ever being noticed or ever spoke about, he is the Mourinho. The Mourinho was draw your big games, beat everyone else. He'll stink the gaff out away from home to anybody, not give a fuck, doesn't want to lose, would rather draw and then beat everybody else. And that's what I feel Klopp is. We've honestly, look up down the years, good Liverpool sides have drawn to Everton when we should not have.
Yeah, probably at Goodison, but I've watched good, in my opinion, Everton teams, and they all just lose.
Yeah, at Anfield.
This is a really bad one.
I know you beat us in COVID, but the year, so which makes my point here redundant, but the year we beat you with the kids in the FA Cup, I remember being at the wall before that game, and does anyone, I'll use all that Twitter kid, Clem.
Yeah.
He's like, Mr. Liverpool will always be positive for Liverpool against the players, and he was saying, we'll do this, we'll win today. And I was thinking, if I could have sold this ticket to anybody, I would not be here. We are not going to win this game. We're going to lose badly at home because Klopp has played the fucking kids against Everton and Ancelotti's gone full strength. And when we won that game and I came out, I just thought, I'll never see us lose in my lifetime to Everton at home. I know COVID, but I feel like the fans, it is one of them passion FC merchants and it's a bit cringy in that, but I do feel like Liverpool are a massive momentum and passion team. Like, the fans getting on people's back at Anfield does make a difference, especially at Everton. And even like what Ben Foster said that time, I think it was Ben Foster where he said, people would change the game plan when they come to Everton. They want to work on the fact that the fans get on the players back after 10, 15 minutes if it's not working for them. I feel like if you can get it to a point where Everton fans are on the players back, especially at Anfield, and if it's not going right for them in the first 15, 20 minutes, Everton players themselves lose the game at Anfield. It can be different at Goodison, but at Anfield, definitely, you sometimes lose the game before the game's kicked off.
Definitely, we all feel it as well.
12:30 kickoff.
Is that what it feels like for the fans as well?
For us?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all think we've lost before it starts. No one wants a derby.
I think that's all more to do with the hatred though that you've got between each other. I just, like I said, I don't like Everton.
No,
I don't hate Everton.
No, I'm
the
the
bad
same.
things just happen in derbies. That Pickford thing shouldn't happen.
Oh, I know.
It's the post.
The Manny thing, Pickford thing.
I feel like
one where it's the post, that shouldn't happen. Little weird things just happen and we lose. That's how.
And they come to ours as they always seem to fall on us as well. There's been there's been a lot more. I remember the one. Did you take the lead where it's the video where you're all singing that fucking hang 'em all on the banks of the Royal Blue Mersey, and then Coutinho just cuts in and scores?
That was heavy. That
was you?
We've had one half decent one, and it was only because your goal got disallowed. Remember Gerrard ran the length and slid. That was
yeah. I was at the Jagielka game as well.
Yeah, that was
Jagielka. That was awful. That was there.
I was in
Anfield, by the way.
You've never been to Anfield?
No, I have. I used to go, and then Gerrard scored the hat, we got beat 3-0, and I said, nah, never again.
I was
walking down the steps
in Anfield. I'm walking down the steps as Jagielka. It's done as soon as he hit it, I went it's in.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
I had this back then.
They were on, if you remember right, probably the last 5-10 minutes, they were all over us.
Oh, all over us, yeah.
So I went, I'm getting off, these are going to score. As soon as I got on the fucking steps, that just went boom, top corner.
I was still in my stages then when I had this like stupid thing that my dad had instilled in me that you never ever, no matter what the score is, leave early. Oh. It's one of the most ridiculous, stupid things that I've ever followed until I was mid-20s and had my own ideology on life, and I thought, fuck that, mate. I've left so many games early.
Yeah. It's the hope that kills you, though. At 12 on Saturday, I'll be thinking, come on, we can have a go here.
And then when it'll either be a cagey, edgy game where a mistake kills it at the end, or it'll be one of them for you where we're 2-0 up after 15 minutes and it's finished.
Yeah, but if it's a cagey game, a mistake happens by us and you win. So
yeah, I know.
No, but the thing is, you are saying that, right? But we're not confident to back ourselves. So if you listen, we all know that you aren't going to dominate us with the ball. But if you dominate us in like physically, that can happen. Because at the back, we're fucking ropey. We're
shopping. And you know what? It hits home with what Neville said. Neville said we've got the most settled back four in the league. We have. And we're still bad.
Have let any set pieces in? Because that'll be our only hope, really.
No, I think when you lump it up, let's say Calvert-Lewin start. I don't know if he is injured or whatever. You lump it up to him and feed off him. That's when you've got your chance. For me, I don't think he's got a chance in any other way. Set pieces, I feel all right about, but I feel like if you lump it up to him and he's throwing people about, which can happen, cannot happen, depends on how you play.
Yeah.
That's how you get your goal. I just don't see any other way because you aren't quick enough to get in behind us, and that's where our problem is.
Yeah, our problem is pacing behind because Trent's not overly fast, and what makes up for his not lack of speed, but what heightens his lack of speed is his positioning is awful. Robertson's definitely lost half a yard.
Yeah,
and
he injured him.
He's injured in.
Yeah, he's
6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks, and fucking Tim.
Gotta watch that fucking grease.
That is dog shit, you know. He is dog shit. I know we all kind of like him because he's like a bit funny and he's one of the boys, but he is a very bad left back.
I genuinely don't like him.
Oh, do you not like him?
No, not in. Listen, it's not that I don't like him because of all this scouse thing that he tries to do. I just don't rate him at all. And
he's dog shit. Oh, he's absolutely dog shit.
Listen, he's your backup left back. Don't get
me wrong. But he gets a free ride for being a dog shit backup left back because
because he says he's a scouser. Fuck off.
Yeah, nah, he's dog shit. He is dog shit.
Jack Harrison started well, right wing for us as well.
Listen, he has against us every time he plays as well.
Yeah.
And what is Dyche's record against Liverpool? Is it good or bad?
Dyche. Oh. I was watching Premier League yesterday. He beat us 1-0 in COVID. That's all I know.
With who? Burnley.
Obviously, yeah. Got a pen, I think.
Yeah, I remember that game actually.
Yeah.
That was that weird run where we lost like 6 on the bench, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. COVID, man, what a weird season that was. I still maintain we'd have broke every Premier League record if the season didn't pause.
Nah.
He's played against Liverpool.
We was definitely going to get 101 points. We was definitely going to get 101 points. We was definitely going to win the season the earliest it's ever been won. What do you mean? No. Of course
Wait
we
there
were
a
going.
sec. Right there.
No.
He's played against Liverpool 15
Don't say
times and he's
no.
won 2.
He's won 2 and 15.
Yeah.
Good, John.
He's lost 11 and drew 2.
You do have to sample that with the fact that he has been he has been managing Burnley in a lot of them games.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But even still, they were probably our nightmare games when he was managing Burnley.
Did we play last year with Dyche?
Pardon?
Did we play you last year with
Yeah,
Dyche?
lost 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0 to use.
Yeah, Anfield.
Where at?
Anfield.
I know.
Who scored now?
Salah, where it come across.
Yeah, Salah, when you hit the post, and I went, oh, it's in. And then we went straight down, and Salah ran into it by accident, and it went in. It was like the weirdest goal ever.
Pickford ran out the way.
Yeah, he just jumped out of the way of it. Pickford's another, I still don't rate Pickford, but he is obviously an okay keeper. But he shuts down at Anfield.
Yeah, he does.
Shuts down at Anfield, I don't know what it is. I think because he gets too emotional in football. And then, and then a game like the Liverpool Everton game comes up and he doesn't really know how to handle it.
Great keeper.
Right, go on. Let's get the one impartial view from Max. Who's going to win and who's going to be the standout player this weekend for Liverpool or Everton?
I think it'd be 1-0 Liverpool, just like a bit of a knob end, one of them, just own goal, something like that. Tarkowski own goal.
They are the games that we usually have, them close, horrible games. But yeah, so that's right. And who's going to be the star player, do you reckon?
I feel like Szoboszlai is going to be on the end of that ball.
Yeah, Szoboszlai. Right, we're going to move on now. We're going to go to the big one. I say the biggest game of the weekend. Arsenal-Chelsea, or Chelsea-Arsenal if you go by the actual home and away. Chelsea-Arsenal. So we're going to go to Dom. Who's going to win Chelsea-Arsenal? And we'll ignore the star player now because I'm not really sure who fucking plays for Chelsea and Arsenal at the minute. We'll go, who's going to win and what type of game is it going to be?
I fancy Arsenal just because Chelsea haven't got a number 9. I just think that's what it is. Arsenal have probably got the goals in them where Chelsea haven't. I go with a 2-0, 3-0 win for Arsenal, mate.
That big, yeah. Humbling.
Honestly, I just don't think Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea are anywhere near where Poch wants them to be. This could be the game what turns that round. They all need the game, don't they? But I just feel like Arsenal are miles ahead in terms of where they need to be.
Okay. What about you, Max? No, I'll tell you what, Max. We'll come back to you at the end. Go on, John. We'll get the Arsenal fan at the end.
I half agree with everything, but I just think it's going to be a draw.
Draw?
Is it at Chelsea? Yeah.
At Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah, the tough games, aren't they? And I just feel like their games at Arsenal are going to slip up this year, so I'll have a draw on me.
Is Saka back?
No, don't believe so.
All right, then 1-0 Chelsea.
I think Chelsea, I think it's going to be one of them games where even if Chelsea don't end up going on to have a good season, and even if they win this and then all Sky talk about is how this is going to be the season turnaround for Chelsea and then they go and lose the next game, I just think Chelsea are going to have one of them where they play that stupid fucking song at the end of the game, that da-da-da. I think it's going to be one of them games where they win, it's a bit scruffy, Arsenal dominate them, you have all the ball, you have all the chances, and then something happens, Chelsea win 1 or 2-0, and they play that stupid fucking song at the end. They all talk about how Chelsea are going to kick on. I mean, they might not kick on, but I honestly believe I think Chelsea are going to win. But I like Arsenal, and I want Arsenal to do well over City, not over Liverpool. But I just can't get behind Arteta.
I know, I hate him on the line, does me head in.
Well, not even just hate him on the line. I don't think he's a good manager.
He's a tit, though.
Yeah,
he is like. I know it sounds like why would you not want to be, but he is like Pep Guardiola light, isn't he? Like he's trying so hard to be Guardiola that it annoys me.
Remember that game at Anfield a couple of years ago when it was 0-0?
And he wound the crowd up.
He wound the crowd up and we twatted them.
Yeah. A twat. And then you watch the thing and realise that he was playing You'll Never Walk Alone before the game and fucking training. What a fucking arsehole you are, mate. Right, well, Max, the resident gooner, how are you? We're going to save the best to last. Who do you think for Chelsea Arsenal?
I've got to be Arsenal. I feel I thought we've had Chelsea's number the last few years. We've beaten
which is mad, isn't it? Because you've never had their number.
Yeah, we beat him home and away last season. We beat him. I think we beat him the last 2 or 3 away games now. Or we got a point in the first time, but we beat him twice on the road. Like I think we've got their number. Martinelli's coming back. I think the international break came at the wrong time for us. Obviously had the City win. We were flying a little bit then, but Martinelli back. Martinelli scored last time. Scored a few seasons ago at Stamford Bridge. Eddie scored last season or something like that. What was he even score last season? I'm getting the years wrong.
I don't know. When you said that,
we won 1-0. Gabriel scored.
Is that home or where?
Away, yeah.
Away. I remember the last one I remember for the away game where I enjoyed the game was one where Kante slips and Martinelli goes through, and he's through for ages and then scores.
Yeah, that's the memory I've got. But I feel like we got their number. I mean,
go on, I'm gonna have a look. While you're talking, I'm gonna have a look.
What's his name? Pochettino. I'd be interested to see if they actually get going under him. They've looked all right the last couple of weeks. So.
Won the last two, haven't you?
Well, have I just searched Arsenal versus United and got all the last fixtures for Arsenal United?
Arsenal I feel like we've got players coming back now. I feel like we're quite settled in a back four. Saliba and Gabriel. I don't fancy many people to get past them at the moment.
They have a good partnership, and you've got the good midfielders in front of them as well.
Ben White's flying as well. Zinchenko's looking good.
What about that keeper in the City game?
I'm hoping to see Partey start and Rice as well. What did you say, John?
What about that keeper in the City game?
What keeper? David Raya?
Yeah.
You got away with it. You got away with one in the City. You got away with a few in the City game.
I was in the stands for that game, and I just felt like everyone was just going mental, getting him to like try and hurry up with his kicking. I think it's the first time ever at the Emirates where we've actually had a keeper that holds on to it, and when like a striker's actually coming towards him, they're not actually hurrying up. So I think it was a really interesting thing for like the fans to first time experience, because Ramsdale never did that. But Raya is that comfortable that, you know, obviously sometimes to his detriment because it nearly conceded a goal. But I think you do have to do. I think when you try and look at playing that way, you've got to try and just take the rough with the smooth with that sort of thing. That's how it's going to be. And there were so many times where his distribution actually caused good things, like the second Kovacic, what should have been a yellow card.
Yeah. Okay.
That was from him. Like he absolutely like fired it into Havertz a few times. His distribution is really good. I think it'd be really interesting to see how that plays out. He's only 6 foot, as well.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because I thought first half coming for crosses and stuff, he looked awful.
Yeah, he was going over him.
It was like he was dying to make a mistake. He was coming for.
He did. He doesn't look the 6 foot obviously makes sense, but he doesn't look commanding at all. And I do think you need to be commanding. But he's
for a good few.
Yeah,
was bad though. When we first got Alisson, he was the same. He came over with this hype of being really good on the ball, and if you remember, Dom, he was sketchy for that. The Leicester goal where. In fact, it was after that. So he got away with a couple, didn't he? The first home game and then the first away game. I think it was Southampton. He got away with a couple, and we all started getting on his back a little bit. And then he fucked up against Leicester and said, "Right, I'm going to start keeping it simple now." And it's weird now because one thing I know he's had a few assists, Alisson. Whereas I would say like Raya, Ederson, even these have probably got better. I don't think Alisson's distribution is that good.
No, I'd say Ederson was the best fucking.
Oh yeah, he's the best. He's a benchmark for playing football with your feet. I used to think Pickford had that way.
Yeah.
Release it to the side and do like
There's no way Alisson's anywhere near them type of keepers with his feet.
No, he's not.
Pickford just shanks it into the Gladys Street.
Pickford is very good with his left foot, but he has absolutely no right foot whatsoever.
Yeah, that's
to me. But I always used to like Pickford when he would throw it to the side and he'd sort of slice across it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'd slice across it.
He puts that much into it. Sometimes it goes to someone's foot above, behind the defence. It looks amazing. Sometimes it goes like rose head for a throw in, and you think, "What are you doing, mate?" But
that's where Alisson's goes at. That's Alisson's best distribution when he throws it to the side.
And almost slips while he's kicking it. Yeah. I got a few assists for that. I was obviously off topic about the fixtures we're talking about. Look, why has Pickford stayed with you so long? Is it just comfortable? No one else?
I don't reckon anyone's that confident in him.
No.
Yeah.
Top teams.
I just think he brings too much controversy with the way he behaves, on the pitch.
Yeah, like his tongue out at St James's, stuff like
also,
that.
very hot-headed. Will definitely concede you a few points because he makes mistakes.
Save you some, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, 100% save you some. Listen, they definitely save you some.
In the league.
Oh, 100%. He will definitely save you points.
For our level, we're lucky to have him, but for like a level above and that.
I wouldn't go as far as saying. I feel like he's a keeper who could do 11 years at Everton, always be one of your highest paid players. The relationship works well for both teams. He's probably a little bit better than Everton, but without going and taking the risk, he can just stay at Everton comfortably. But where would he go? Well, Tottenham aren't going to want him. He's not going to go for a top 6 club. And I genuinely thought you're not going to go to Brighton. You're not going to leave Everton and go to Brighton to play in the Europa League, I don't think. Like, where would he go? If he's not going to one of the top 6 clubs or top 7 clubs nowadays, where would you go from Everton?
Maybe like
I thought he was going to United when the guy was getting...
Better than Onana. He's 100% better than that. Onana's a bad keeper, you know.
I thought he was the next. That was like the next move. I thought it was nailed on and everything. And then
I thought Tottenham over United.
I thought Tottenham would go to. I think
I thought Tottenham. Is he signed a new deal yet?
Yeah, didn't he?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I just think he was just with you forever. Then I think he'll probably be with you and then go back to Sunderland. He doesn't strike me as not ambitious. It's not the word. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. But he doesn't strike me as a player that's gonna. I don't know. I feel like trophies are maybe not that. He's not like that arsed about trophies, and maybe I think he'd rather just do well for England. And
I think with Pickford, this is from what I look at him. He looks like he prefers the dogfight rather than he has to be switched on for 90 minutes.
Yeah. I know what you mean. If he goes to Tottenham, there's a lot more scrutiny on him than if he's at Everton.
Yeah.
Or if he goes to Arsenal, or if he goes to United, or anyone like that. Whereas he's very comfortable at Everton.
Anyone who dominates the ball, he can't be in goal for me because, like I said, his concentration for me is his problem. Whereas if he needs to be in like the games he saved just last season,
he was crap 2
England
seasons
dominate
ago.
The ball, though.
He's what?
He was crap 2 seasons ago. There was a period when he was just throwing them in.
He was bad, but then he like you said, he does. So if you're talking about Everton, they have players that get them points and losing points. That's just Everton, isn't it? Like if you play, I'm not trying to belittle Everton, but if you play for a team that's at the bottom end of the division, if you will have players that win and lose your points. I do think for Everton, because of how good of a shot stopper he is and how like erratic he is, he probably gets you more points than he loses you. But I think if you go and play for a top level team where you have less against you, someone like Pickford would lose them more points than gain them, just in terms of, like you said, concentration. Whereas at Everton, I think you have that many shots against you in a year, he has more opportunities to save you.
Yeah,
and he does look at the double saves back end of last season and stuff like that. Like he is weirdly a good keeper.
That's the same thing the other way though, isn't it? He has more chances to fuck up.
Yeah, no, he does.
So,
I suppose so. Yeah, but
I think the general perception of he'd be viewed better if he was on a better team because everyone would watch him every week and he'd look.
Do you think that?
Yeah,
I think that's biased a little bit. I think if he was at a better team,
makes a shit save or something.
I think if he was at a better team, it'd be highlighted his mistakes more because I don't think he's a good keeper.
He's good.
I think he's a good keeper. I just don't think he's a top keeper. But I think
I agree.
He's perfect. He's perfect where he is.
Yeah, probably in terms of big fish, not the biggest fish, but big fish, small pond.
A lot of responsibility.
Right, we're gonna get off this and we're gonna go to the only other. Are we even going to talk about United, Sheffield United?
Chelsea.
We'll have a quick word on Sheffield United only because I want to call it out here. I think Sheffield United are going to beat United.
I do.
Weekend. Yeah.
Where's it
at Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
I said before so they won in the end. They beat Brentford in the end, didn't they, United?
Yeah.
But I said before that game, Ten Hag is going to go. But I did say they'd win that game. I put on my little betting weekly thing. I said that they'll win that game, but they will go on a run before Christmas, which makes him like pretty much have to be sacked. I think they'll end up winning. Since they lost to was it Besiktas, Champions League or Galatasaray? Galatasaray. I said post Galatasaray they will win 2 out of like the next 8, and I think it will start with Sheffield United. I think they're going to get beat by Sheffield United. They will end up getting dumped, be on like very precarious in the Champions League when it comes to Christmas. I just think they're going to. I just really don't rate him. I think they've got a rotten squad. I don't think he's recruited, or I hate the recruitment word because it's such a buzzword at the minute. I don't think he's signed good players this summer at all. Onana has been the biggest waste of 50 million. He is not 50 million better, is he, than De Gea?
No, of course he's not.
You keep De Gea. They moan about not signing players and not spending money on the areas they need. De Gea was not a good keeper, and he was obviously long past his best. But you keep De Gea, give him a 2-year contract because he's not anywhere else now. He would have took a 2-year deal, and you don't spend 50 million on a keeper. You spend 50 million on anybody else but a keeper.
Obviously, it's hard for us all to watch European footy. Did you have any idea if he was a decent keeper owner?
Onana?
Yeah.
I knew he was dog shit. Terrible goalkeeper. Yeah, terrible goalkeeper.
I think I had in my head he was a
Tottenham played in the Champions League final because he can't catch a ball.
Yeah, I've seen that. But, and even the one
the last
one rolls in the bottom
corner. Rolls in.
Every week now.
He gets rooted to the spot and then like has to dive. Like
it baffles me.
It's weird, isn't it? Like his positioning. I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper with worse positioning than him ever.
I didn't see much of him. I seen him. I thought at times he was a good shot stopper in terms of when I was watching Inter in the Champions League. But then since he's come there, fucking hell, I didn't realise.
I've never seen him ever kick a ball for Inter. I only seen him for Ajax, but I did see him play for Ajax a few times, and he played against us twice. was awful in both. Seeing him play against Tottenham twice was awful in both. The first leg, people forget because of how mad the second leg was. Go and watch the first leg, Tottenham versus Finger. He almost threw two in himself. He was awful. Did he not say it? He might have saved the penalty though, didn't it? I've made that up.
He did throw one in. One of them was a mistake in the
second goal. The second goal was fully his fault. He just dived on the ball and missed it. He's a bad keeper. I knew he was a bad keeper. Go and look at my fingers. I was tweeting before he was at. I said as well. I said before the Champions League final. I said City will win because Anahan's dog shit. He's a bad keeper.
That United had a good game in the final though.
Yeah, he did.
Inter not even saying no, even though the president's come out and said we'd have him back. So he must have done well for Inter.
United might have been my little surprise team at the start, because I got suckered in thinking he'd be half decent. And they're just not.
I just don't rate the manager. I think it's very easy for a team to have a decent year and finish third. And that's what United was last season.
Score, then? What's your score for Sheffield United?
2-1 Sheffield United.
I can't see that.
Can't see that?
I go 3-0 United.
Go on, Dom.
1-0
and then we're moving on after this.
Wait, who is Sheffield United playing?
1-0. What are you going,
United
Max? Sheffield United.
No, I said 1-0.
Oh, 1-0 Sheffield United.
It's on at 8 o'clock. Can you believe it?
I know the 8 o'clock Saturday kickoff.
Oh my God.
I promise you I do not miss going to football at the minute. I probably will start missing it as the season goes on, but at the minute I am not missing not going to football. When we drew 2-2 to Brighton, I was doing that live chat and people were still coming home and I'm thinking, I don't miss this, I don't miss going to Brighton away. What are you going for?
1-0 Man United.
So we've got 2 versus 2. So it's the 2 Liverpool fans saying United are getting beat and the 2 maybe impartial towards United. For sure, John's very much on the side of United.
I'm pro-United, me.
Yeah, massively pro-United. Yous were all pro-United and then United went shit and stopped taking trophies off them. So now you're all pro-City.
Stop taking players off them as well.
Yeah. I still can't believe you never signed Lingard. I don't think I'll ever believe that. Lingard, is he anywhere, Lingard?
Yeah, he's gone to Saudi. He's with Gerrard's team.
Is he at Gerrard's team?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, he must regret that not taking the West Ham deal, surely.
I doubt it, mate. He went for the paper and he's gone to Saudi for it, so...
Yeah, but he could have been at West Ham on a 4-year deal, living in London on 130 grand a year. I know he's probably on double that, but
I genuinely
Gerrard's team are not the really a high paying team, are they? Because they're not state owned. There are only 6 teams that are state owned. Gerrard's is not state owned.
No, but they can pay the wage. They can't pay the fees.
Oh, is that what it is? The way they can pay the wage, we can't for the okay. I understand that. That was with the Henderson thing, wasn't it? They couldn't pay us a thing. Right, so we're going to move on to the betting one. This one, right? We're not actually going to put the bet on this week, but we'll put the bet on from next week. But
I'm putting the bet on.
Oh, you putting the bet on?
I'll put it.
Right, then I'll put the bet on then. Yeah, we'll put the bet on then. Right, so are we just doing pick a team and go because and it's anything? Or I say you can put anything on the bet. Whatever you want to put on the bet, you can put on the bet. This is every week. I'll just explain the betting segment. So every week there's going to be a betting segment where we put a 4-fold accumulator on. And if one person if 2 people let us down, we just start again with all 4 of us the week after. But if the bet comes in except one person, that one person gets banned from the week after. And if the bet comes in the week after, they just keep watching us win money while they're not involved. But as soon as we don't want to go down to 2 because it could just be me and Dom left because you 2 know nothing about football. So it could just be me and Dom left, and I could go City. You could go Arsenal. City and Arsenal win every week, and then you never get back in. So we'll only do it as a free if someone lets us down. So every week you need to have somebody to score, so many corners, yellow card, whatever, anything that can go on an accumulator. Pardon?
Does it have to be Prem teams?
Nah,
anything you want. Any bet that can go on an accumulator, and we'll put it on an accumulator.
In the championship.
Pardon?
Quite like a 3 o'clock in the championship.
I love betting on the championship. I love betting on. I love my thing. My niche used to be draws in the championship. That was my thing. Yeah. I can pick a draw in the championship, mate.
Go on then.
But I'll tell you, I'll go first.
Don't put it on the bet, but just pick one game to draw.
Right, I'll pick right now. I'll look at the championship fixture this week and I'll pick a draw and we'll see if it's a draw. Yeah.
Don't pick a draw.
No, I'm not. I'm going to pick a different one for the bet. I'm just saying I can pick a draw in the championship. But right now I'm going to throw a draw in the championship and we'll see if it's a draw this weekend. Right, I bet you
Swansea Leicester.
No, Leicester will win. Always bet on Leicester this season. Right, Watford versus Sheffield Wednesday will be a draw this weekend. I'll put that in your head.
They're the worst team in the league.
We'll see, but it's a draw this weekend. I can pick a draw, trust me. Right. So we're going to go. I'm going to do a randomizer. Let me go on the randomizer. And we'll see who goes first. So I'll get ready for it because you could be first. And then we're going to all pick our 4. I'm going to add it on. I'll put it on a bet right now. I'm only putting £2 on it because I don't gamble. I'm going to put £2 bet on and we'll see who lets us down for next week. And then after this, we're going to go to our last topic of the week, which is non-football chat. So, randomizer, hang on. First is Dom. Second is Max. Third is me. Last is John. Dom, Max, John. Oh, in order. Dom, Max, John, me. No, Dom, Max, me, John. Sorry.
I'm going to try and play it safe here.
Oh, here we go.
It's a fucking killer, this one, actually. I'm going to go Salah first goal.
Salah for score. You're going to go Salah for score on an accumulator and say you're playing it easy?
In the half 12.
Killer that. I hate you already, right? Weekly bet. Dom, Salah for score. And we'll chop up and everything how much we're up and down in the week, in the year.
Who's up front for Sheffield United?
He played Ollie McBurney against us.
Yeah, Ollie McBurney and the other guy they bought off someone for 30 million in the Premier League.
Archer.
Oh, yeah. Cameron Archer, yeah.
Why have we said 2-1 and 1-0 there?
Yeah.
You going Salah for score?
Do I?
No, I'm going to go Isak, Newcastle Palace.
Isak for score?
Yeah.
You going for scores on an accumulator?
Yeah, makes the odds are better.
Yeah, but we'll see when
let's say you're doing a team and then someone will do like maybe a score and win type of thing. It'll just boost it, won't it?
Yeah, but we'll see you next week when you're fucking sat watching us all do it.
Right,
go on, Max, it's you.
Do I have to play to score as well?
Anything you want, any bet you want that can go on accumulator. I'm adding it right now. Isak for score.
I'm going to go for Wayne Rooney to get off to a difficult start away to Middlesbrough. Is Michael Carrick still the manager?
That's another bet that you should do. Always bet on Leicester. Always bet against Gary O'Neill, and always bet against Rooney as a manager because he has been fucking stinking the cafe in America, and he's somehow come and got that job.
I'm going to go with Middlesbrough to beat Birmingham in Wayne Rooney's first game.
He was about to get sacked by any Carrick, and then they won 5 on the spin.
Yeah, and they beat Sunderland 4-0. So that's Maxwell's tip of the week.
First goal to go at Isak, and then what are you going, Max?
Sorry. Do I need to do a score?
No.
Middlesbrough to win, he said.
Middlesbrough
to win. All right, let me add Middlesbrough to win. Right, it's me next. I'm going to go.
Callum Wilson will start, a man will be void.
I can't go City to win, can I?
No. What place are they? Who are they playing?
I'm going to go Chelsea to beat Arsenal.
Oh, no.
When's that on?
That's the 5:30 kickoff on Saturday.
5:30 on Saturday.
But do you not bet on the... Are you one of them who don't bet on the earlies and lates and stuff? I don't
like the early. I don't mind the R5, so...
Right, you went Middlesbrough, didn't you, to beat Birmingham? The bet's looking good so far, right? Go on, John. You're bringing up the rear. What's your add to the bet?
Fucking... Josh brought the team together, so I'm going to do his local team, Bolton.
Bolton? They've let me... Bear in mind that they've let me down on 3 bets this year.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
Right. Bolton. Are they in... Is it the League One? Bolton to beat Northampton.
Easy.
They're going to let us down. Why is it only a treble? Can you not put Isak? Can you not put first goal scorer on game?
If you can't do that, just do. I'm gonna go.
You must be able to.
Sometimes it throws it out the bet, and it's a bit shit.
What's this bet again?
Yeah, it's through it at the bet.
Yeah, throw it out then.
Shite, why? That's rubbish.
Josh, send us a picture of the bet so I can do it.
A what?
All right.
Send me a picture of it.
Yeah, I will. Come on, Dom. You was first and now you're last. Do you know what I mean? It's just not fucking right.
It's not good enough, is it?
Killing our audio listeners. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, audio only listeners in here and there left. They've got out. They've gone off.
Aston Villa score and win against West Ham.
Oh, don't mind it.
Okay, I don't mind that. But that's on Sunday, though. You're going to make us sweat till Sunday?
Yeah, but we might cash out.
Right, score and win. Let me find out. Both teams to score or just...
Yeah, both teams score.
And win.
And Aston Villa win. I don't even know how to fucking do this. I don't bet, do I?
It'll say
both teams to score and Aston Villa win. There we go. Yeah. That's fucking crazy odds. Right, we're on 31.73 plus a 10% bonus. So we'll win 70 quid from 2 quid.
Don't mind it.
Right, I'm going to bet it. Bet place bet. Done. Bet is in. Oh, no, it's not. I have to put funds in my account. One sec. Let me put a $5 in my account.
Fucking hell, Josh, you're killing the audio listeners here, lad.
Right, the bet is in £69.61 we win. And that comes in. And that'll go straight to the pot and then we'll work out how much we're up at the end of the year and we'll do a fucking, don't know, something with it. Christmas do.
Okay, well, speaking about wasting money, let's move on to Misfits.
What a caveat, what a segue that was. Unbelievable. Yeah, let's move on. So every week, to end it all, for all the non-football, surely if you're a non-football fan, you're not an hour and 14 minutes into a fucking football podcast, but every week we're going to do a non-footballing topic. It will be the week before, we'll decide who has to come up with it for the week after. So what we'll do is the person who lets down the bet has to do it, or if no one lets down the bet, we'll just choose someone at random, yeah. But it's a non-football thing, but we're just going to go with the biggest sporting event this weekend, which was the influencer boxing. KSI versus Tommy Fury, Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul, and the rest of the fucking jamokes fighting on the undercard. So I tell you what, I'm just going to start with this one because I sat and watched via a stupid watch-along 6 fights on this card, right? And it, to me, was one of the worst bits of boxing. I actually like boxing. I would call myself, I used to be a hardcore boxing fan. I'm not a hardcore boxing fan anymore. I don't really keep up with boxing as much as you. I'll still watch a British title fight. I'll still watch English title fights. I'll watch low-level boxing. To me, it is the lowest form of boxing. It's the worst. I get dragged in by the entertainment of it, and I don't even think the target audience cares. I think there's people in that arena who are watching KSI versus Tommy Fury, and they're not sat there thinking what I'm thinking, which is this is the worst fight I've ever seen. And this is not hyperbole. I think, honestly, I can see John laughing. KSI versus Tommy Fury to me is the worst fight I've ever sat and watched live, ever, of all time. Try and find the worst fight off the top of your head. Honestly, it's that bad.
Even some of the ones lower down on that.
They're not as bad. The ones that lower down are not as bad because they're not as scared of losing. Tommy Fury and KSI were terrified of losing to each other. Right, and Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul were terrified of losing to each other. So none of them step on the gas. None of them take risks. Even if they do take risks, the other one's that bad that they can't capitalise on the mistakes that they make. It's just, I get blagged every time a big fight comes up. These big influencer fights comes up, and I get, because I'm so like pro. I don't like pro wrestling anymore, but because I'm so like pro wrestling, I love it. My favourite rivalries in sports are like John Jones, Daniel Cormier, because I just love beef. I love rivalry. I get sucked in by press conferences. I love watching McGregor press conferences and stuff. I get sucked in by the drama of sport. But at the end of it, there has to be I want to watch men fight. I want to watch these two guys punch the fuck out of each other. They've talked to each other in the press conference for weeks. I need to see you two now punch each other. That's what the problem was with the Dylan Dennis and Logan Paul fight. Dylan Dennis spoke all this nonsense, and I'm not massively into the fact that he posts loads of pictures of Logan Paul's bird. Obviously, it's not. I'm not like. I wouldn't sue him, but I do think I was more just bored of it as opposed to against it. I don't oppose it. I was bored of it. That's what I'll say.
He started it too early, didn't he?
Yeah, he started it too early, and then it just fizzled out. I wasn't against it in terms of whoa, you can't be doing that. That's his fiance. I don't care about that. I just got bored of it. But then he didn't even try to win. He didn't try to win.
That was his plan, though. You reckon? I think he just said,
I think he wanted the attention of the fight. He wanted all the build-up, and it was impossible for him not to turn up after the KSI one. He had to turn up. So just turn up, get DQ'd, don't get stopped, don't get wobbled, even though he did get wobbled a couple of times. And that's it. But that one, to me, is Logan Paul, who's a proper YouTuber and wrestler, fighting against Dylan Dennis, who was good at jiu-jitsu, who's not really anymore.
Isn't it mad here that he is not good at fighting, at boxing now, Dylan?
No, because he never used to strike.
He went to MMA gyms every day.
No, but he didn't. He didn't go to MMA gyms every day. He fought. He was strictly jiu-jitsu. He was part of
that's what I mean.
Enzo Gracie's all-star brown belt team. That's what people forget. He was Renzo Gracie had. Was it Renzo Gracie or was it? Yeah, it was Renzo Gracie had an all-star brown belt team. It was him. There was what's the guy called who fought Gordon Ryan. There was about 3 or 4 of them who went round and just smoked everyone at brown belt level. And then they never really stepped up at black belt.
Surely once he joins Bellator, though.
Yeah, but he fought. Yeah, you'd think so, but he fought twice, and he only landed 3 punches in the 2 Bellator fights. He's never really sat down and trained boxing. He was more just hoped that his jiu-jitsu would carry him through.
Listen,
he's never really been a striker.
Let's cut to the chase here. Dylan Dennis was going into that fight. Didn't care if he landed the punch or not because he was coming out with major bags and he's not asked. He posted 10 pictures on.
I can't believe he got no pay-per-view points.
They got 1.32 million pay-per-views sold, regardless of whether he gets it or not.
He gets no pay-per-view. He doesn't get a single penny of the pay-per-view points.
No, nobody sold it. And look at the eyes now.
No, of course.
He's doing interviews now. He's doing interviews now, left, right, and centre with the biggest talk show host.
And that's what he wanted. That's all he wanted.
He's got Conor McGregor raving about him because obviously he's mates with him. The man is now walking in major dough. No matter what happened in that fight, he's walking away minted.
And he was finished. He was finished as well before. That's why I saw Ariel Hawani was saying, like, what said to Mams Taylor on if you go on YouTube and watch their show where they're in Manchester, he says, why is he not getting pay-per-view points? And Mams Taylor said, you got to look at it. Everyone's asking that no because of what Dylan Dennis has done. No, but look at it when we signed to fight him. Everyone was like, he's not going to show up. He's not going to show up. He's just bailed the KSI fight. He's bailed fights before that. He's not fought in 4 years. Like he had no position to negotiate before that fight.
No. And he's well known for pulling out of everything. Never mind this fight. He's, how many times on Twitter do you see like do this and do that and now
he gets $2,000. Even got a community note, didn't he, the other day?
Yeah, the community.
That fight to me was two bad fighters fighting each other, both scared to lose, both unable to capitalise on the other one's mistakes because of that bad. Because Logan Paul is very bad. Dylan Dennis is very bad. Like, it was like bad. But then, to me, the KSI and Tommy Fury fight was like insanely, uniquely bad. Like, bad. Like, it's the worst of all time. You've got KSI, right, who's doing a kung fu kickboxing style. The only person I've ever seen do that is MVP. Yeah. And MVP has never been successful at all. Has only fought good opposition twice or three times, lost all of them, never been a good MMA fighter, isn't good, will never win a world title or anything like that. He's the only person I've ever seen execute that. And KSI is copying that. So you're copying someone who's already not good. No one else. You look at all the world champions in boxing or MMA and find me one person who does that style. So why does KSI, this YouTuber, think he's going to reinvent the wheel, and start doing this fucking bullshit jumping in style where you can't plant your feet? So he's doing that anyway, which is awful.
If I just try and be traditional, I've got no chance, so I'll be weird and maybe it'll work.
He had to be awkward.
Be awkward. So that's when the criticism comes to Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury, like I said this on the post thing. Tommy Fury claims, and there is videos pictures to back it up, that he's been boxing in gym since he was 7 years old, right?
Yeah, but how though?
He hasn't. He must have been taking. There has to be years off. There has to be him in the gym at 7, him in the gym at 15, and then he has to have taken 4 or 5 years off to be the Love Island guy.
Because you went to boxing when you were 7 years old doesn't mean that you boxed.
It doesn't seem like he's got it in him, does he?
He has got nuts. Yeah, that's one thing. So on the weekly thing I talk about, there was talk about it. First of all, Tommy Fury does not want it. Carl Frampton talks about it on the stupid show with Simon Jordan. He says Tommy Fury just doesn't want it. He's not. No, it wasn't from. Sorry, it was Till talking to Earl Hawani. Says because Tommy Fury does genuinely spar good guys, and he spars a lot of the guys from Till's gym. And Till said the first thing is, and that's what I was saying on the watch along before I'd seen the Till interview. I was saying on the watch along, Tommy Fury has no power, none. He hasn't got anything. That Anthony Taylor's a midget. Fought Anthony Taylor on his debut and went the distance with him. He's got no power and no fundamentals. I don't understand how you're from a boxing family. Your dad boxes. Your brother's one of the best boxers of all time. You've been apparently in gym since you were 7 and you haven't got a proper jab. You don't know how to knock some of your work. You don't know how to punch on the inside. You don't know. You've got the longest reach for a lot of people your size and you don't know how to have any sort of range in your boxing. Like I honestly cannot understand how Tommy Fury is that bad at boxing. He wouldn't win an English title. He wouldn't win a British. I don't think he'd win an area level. I don't think he'd win an area title. I don't think he would win any title in professional boxing. He is that bad.
Yeah, do you know what it is? You might say that about his boxing ability, but it's also his brain. He's fucking thick. Like
but there's thick boxers that have won. There's big boxers that have won world titles.
You're using your brain in that fight. You're standing back. You're waiting for that absolute dickhead on the other side of the ring to come over, and you're jabbing his head clean off, and he done nothing.
Every time he jabbed, he fell in. Every time he jabbed, he fell in. Every time he threw a left jab, he falls in with it, and they start holding. Them cards, every single fight, you've got record levels of holding because none of them know they don't know how to knock some of the work. It's just
16 per round or something.
They landed 77 punches in the whole fight. 77 punches in the whole fight between two people in a rounder.
So where does Misfits boxing go from here? Does it happen again? Because I think that was like the the cutthroat for me. That
Oh no,
I think it's
Paul's
hard
fighting
to
in
happen,
December.
but just none of the general public need to watch it, do they? Just let like the YouTube fans of
I always will though. Jake Paul's fighting in December, and if it's against anyone, well, not anyone, like I didn't watch the Anderson Silva fight. If Jake Paul's fighting someone I'm interested in, I'll probably sit up and watch it, and then 4 rounds in, I'll be like, what the fuck am I watching again? And anytime there's a big one, so if KSI fights Jake Paul, I will watch KSI versus Jake Paul.
I'll watch that.
But I'm just checked out on the. I'm just checked out now. I'm watching. Although I've never watched KSI before. If Logan Paul fights Dallas in a rematch, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching that.
No
and
way.
it's like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm just not watching it, and I feel like I'm checked out now because it took this weekend, even though I already knew this. It took this weekend for me to realise that all of these fights are bad. Go and look on YouTube. So look on YouTube. Yeah, see when Spence fights Crawford.
Has there ever been a good YouTube fight though?
That's what I was literally just. This is what I was just going to say. If you go on YouTube and look at any boxing fight from this year, you have highlights. Yeah, I know there is a highlight video on YouTube. But so say Spence fights Crawford, all that week after the fight, or Davis versus Garcia, you're seeing highlights on Twitter. Viral highlights of the fight, different parts of the fight where something could happen. These YouTuber fights, you never get viral highlights because nothing ever happens in any of the fights. They all just usually go to decision, and the only ones that don't go to decision are the ones where they're that bad that whoever lands first knocks the other one out.
Yeah, but whilst they're putting bums on seats and whilst they're selling pay-per-views, this will continue. The only problem
I think it'll continue anyway. Yeah, I think the bubble will burst, but I don't think the bubble will burst yet.
No, the problem I've got it is, and I'm going to get serious on it, is these people are getting paid to punch each other. They're not landing the punches, first of all, but people are forgetting how fucking dangerous this is. Like, you've got boxers like dying with bleeds on the brain from getting punched from training all their lives, and you've got these dickheads making the most of it for a few £1 million. Don't get me wrong, if it's a few £1 million, they're going to do it. But I just think it's wrong, for kids. Like, kids are watching this growing up thinking that they just have to get in there and take the piss out of each other and throw a few digs and they get dough.
Yeah, I do get that, but I will say, who is anyone to say that these kids don't have the right to just go and punch each other? Like they're having a fight. It's the weighing in. There's a commission. I know it's a very, very bad kick commission, but they've got a commission there. And they are most of the fights, other than like sometimes when it's a clear setup like that Ben Davis fought Anderson Silva's son and got run over in like 20 seconds. Like other than like the odd setup fight, they are quite competitive in terms of they're both that bad that none of them seriously get hurt. I'm not old manning it in terms of like it shouldn't happen. There's a market for it.
Yeah.
People want to see it. Let them do it. I'm not like, oh, this is a dangerous sport. Why are these? I do know what you get though. It's a dangerous place. We should never. People say you should never play boxing. You need to be all in, and none of these are all in. The only one who's probably all in, and it shows in his performances. He's still not a good boxer by any stretch. But Jake Paul, he trains all year round. He does seem. But he's not a good boxer at all.
I'd only ever seen Jake Paul. I'd never seen a YouTube event on. Just Jake Paul normally fights MMA fighters, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That on the end of a card.
I can't give them any
I'd never watch YouTubers fighting.
You can't give them anything, Dom.
That's Salt Happy one.
They sell themselves pretty well. They sell out venues.
Right, yeah, they do.
They sell themselves pretty well. They sell out venues. But I think until that bell goes, it's just not the same as much as you want it to be. And I think the mainstream will hopefully remember that. But we'll see. Time's a healer. We'll get kidded because not to forget, what was the last fight? Logan Paul. Who was the last one?
Floyd.
The first one.
KSI.
The one that was, I don't know. I can't even.
Fought KSI twice. Then he lost to. Then he fought Mayweather, and then he's fought this one. He's fought
the Tommy Fury one. That was shit.
Tommy Fury, Jake Paul.
Yeah,
every one of them. That was the Tommy Fury, Jake Paul one because it was at a decent time in England. We all sat up and watched that, and it's just like you get to like round 7, and you just think this is a bad fight, but I knew it was going to be a bad fight.
You said never again, and then this came around, and
you're right. That one.
Thinking it would be good, and it wasn't good. So I think I'm done talking about it for now.
It's 11, so I think we should all be done talking about everything. This is in the first episode or the pilot episode of. Wait, hang on, not up late.
Late night
talking shite. That's it. Late night talking shite. Jesus Christ, man.
Wrong. Late night.
I'm gonna edit this so you missed the start bit, and then I'm gonna do a fucking outtakes, and I'll put the start bit as a 4-minute video.
That first 5 minutes was the best bit, I think.
Oh, it was the best part of the whole thing. Nah, do you know what? I've actually enjoyed this. I've enjoyed chatting shit late night. I've enjoyed staying up talking shite, mate. Even that's not the name. Right, so this is gonna go on my YouTube for the first week, but then through this week, we're going to make all new socials for this podcast, and it'll have its own YouTube page, own podcast page, everything, and it'll all get posted on that. So, well, I suppose you can like and subscribe my page. So, Dom, I know you've got something to plug first, so just at the end, do you want to plug your own thing?
Yeah, it depends if you're a red, to be fair. But
yeah, his podcast is full red. John will never watch anything that he produces ever.
I watch the referee thing as just a fan.
John watching interviews with TT camera.
Shut up, Josh. I'm trying to plug it.
Sorry, mate. Go on, plug your shite.
So my podcast, the Road End podcast, I just chat to basically ex-Liverpool players, ex-coaches and celebrities around the city who were involved at Liverpool, just about their careers, and then talk a little bit about the Reds, but more about their careers than anything. There's been some boss guests and there'll be more to come, but I think this is the next step. Good.
And what have any of you two got anything to sell? Anything to promote?
Not at this stage, but we might have a sponsorship coming our way. So
a sponsorship coming up, but someone's going to sponsor me.
Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we? Hopefully.
Unreal. Prime. I'll sell out me for Prime and start being a fucking KSI and Logan Paul home, and me and be like, oh my God, did you see that fight this weekend?
Did you see that? Edit the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, listen, once the sponsorship comes in, I will be a homer for anybody.
Mate, that fucking grapefruit or whatever flavour, brilliant.
Do you know what it was? It was KSI trying, and Tommy Fury was fucking stifling the work because he was too scared to lose. That's what it was, and he got robbed, KSI, by the way.
What about you?
Right, that's it. We're ending this podcast. We're done because it's fucking almost 11:15. This has been.
Wait. I wanted John, the football manager, plug his team.
2 teams. South Liverpool under 18s. South Liverpool.
Shout out both teams. We should do a podcast watch along with going watching them.
Come watch the men, yeah.
The men
team now. Yeah.
Not the under 18s.
You can come watch the under 18s are better. They're the best team, but.
I mean, are you really saying? I guess is anybody from your team going to watch this?
I'll send it to them. The kids can watch it.
Let's go to the men's game. Take hail.
Come to the men's game, yeah, be good.
Yeah, we'll go to the men's game and we'll do something with the podcast. But yeah, this has been the first pilot episode. It'll be out this week. When are we going to do out tomorrow?
Yeah,
whenever you can.
Whenever you can be asked.
Edit it. I'm just going to cut the first 4 minutes off. That's it. That's all that's getting edited. There's nothing else coming off this. Right, that's it. We're done. Edit full. So just click end record and it's done. I'll edit this better as well. Boom, done.